What's motherfucking popping? Yes, sir. We back in the motherfucking building. All on the motherfucking table podcast. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know what it is.
Same us.
What it is. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Rawasas in the building. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the boy right there in the background. He watching y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We got Courtney the Mighty in the motherfucking building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Courtney?
Hey. Building. Cash motherfucking Money in the building. You know what I'm saying? Chef Ski Bizzle in the motherfucking building. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Rawasas, the All on the Table podcast, man. And as always, I like to start out by giving y'all a small disclaimer, even though I shouldn't give you the disclaimer, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. If you feel offended by any motherfucking thing you hear on this motherfucking podcast, right, chill. Your own goddamn fault, because you kept watching. And you probably watched this for the last yawn and said, these motherfuckers, what the fuck is wrong? And you just came back and watched this again. So sit back and enjoy the ride, you know what I'm saying? Before we get started tonight, I want to let everybody know, man, make sure y'all motherfucking hit that subscribe button at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Leave us a comment, tell us how you feel. Even if you want to talk shit, we welcome the shit talking, baby. We welcome it. Cash type 60 words a minute. I keep telling y'all.
Hey, follow us on social media, right? All on the Table, Instagram, LDTT, Twitter, Facebook, all on the table.
All on the table. We everywhere, baby. YouTube. We taking the fuck over. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We out there, baby.
All right.
Hey, we're allowed to have a Twitter account and our president's not. So what's that saying? You know what I'm saying?
He had a lot of motherfuckers on the table. Right. We get started, man. How's everybody doing tonight, man? How was everybody's week, man? Y'all had a good week?
Yes, sir.
It's cold here in
man.
Texas.
Yeah. Happy New Year to everybody.
Hey,
Run season.
Tell them that again, Courtney. Say that again.
That it's cold here in Texas.
For all you motherfuckers that keep thinking it's hot as shit all year round in Texas, you a goddamn lie.
It's cold, and they said it's gonna snow on Sunday.
Yeah. They said that when I was down there, and my car was dusty. That wasn't.
I mean, I've been down here for almost 13 years. It doesn't. When they say it is, it doesn't always do it, but it feels like it. It feels cold enough to snow.
Yeah, it get cold as shit down that bitch. So don't go down there.
Windy too.
It's shorts all year round. You're gonna be a cold son bitch.
Yeah, it's windy down there too.
Yeah, cold. No, it gets more than windy. It gets cold. Trust me.
It gets cold.
It's cold down that bitch.
You got to bring that winter coat out, huh? You wasn't gonna wear that winter coat this year. You got to bring it out now, huh?
Not like a fleece one or a down one, but it got to be like a real winter coat.
Exactly. So we're gonna get this motherfucking shit rolling. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know me. I be on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? AODT, Facebook, baby. Make sure you check us out. You know what I'm saying? But I be on Facebook. And one day my cousin posted something and it had me thinking a little bit. Then I seen somebody else post something, made me think a little bit more. And it's funny because I always end up having a conversation with somebody about some shit that I done seen on Facebook that I don't even be trying to have a conversation about. So this week, we're going to talk about workplace relationships. It's a lot of different types of workplace relationships when you really think about it.
Work wives, work husbands.
Exactly. It's a lot. So here's the first question I'm going to ask y'all. And I'm going to ask y'all because my cousin asked this on Facebook. And her response wasn't what I thought it was going to be. She asked, if you go and hang out with somebody from work, does that make y'all friends or y'all just going out as co-workers?
It depends.
Depends on what?
It depends on what going, like you going out to eat or whatever, or you like hanging at somebody's house.
If it's not a workplace function and y'all two go hang out, y'all 10 go hang out, does that make y'all friends, or are y'all just co-workers still?
Case by case basis. I've done it. Like, I mean, I went to someone's house that I work with and I consider them a friend, but then I've gone to restaurants with other people and we're coworkers. Like if I see them, I'll say hi, hey, you know, hi, but it's nothing more than that.
Okay. Okay. What about you, KC?
You know, man, my wheel's still turning, man, because I don't know, man. You know, you spend the majority of your time you see the people you work with more than you see your family.
Big fact.
So it's kind of hard not to build somewhat of a relationship with people, you know. But let me tell you, man, me personally, I have assumed in the past that some of my coworkers were my friends, but due to the fact that we've had a different president for the last 4 years, and the Black Lives Matter movement's been going on, and you know, the police and shit's been treating us different. You see a whole nother side of people, you know, when all that's going on, you know, and I assumed that some of them was my friend, but you know, like I said, man, when this shit hit the fan with the Black Lives Matter movement and the police brutality and injustice, I've deleted a lot of numbers, and I choose not to fuck with them. Period.
You on that shit.
You know, because I can understand, you know, people voting for him that is making over $400,000 because they don't want that, you know, to get hit with those taxes, right? But if you're not making $400,000 a year and you voting for this motherfucker, to me that just says that you're racist. So I choose not to fuck with nobody on my job.
So what if it's a black coworker?
Then I won't fuck with them either. Seriously, bro.
If it's a black coworker that voted for Trump,
It's a lot of
Yep.
black folks.
is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Oh yeah, like that. The attorney general from I'm not gonna sit here and say all Republicans are the same, but the attorney general for Kentucky, he one of them ones that lets you know that not all skin folk are your kinfolk.
Big facts.
That's truth.
Yeah.
So just because, you know, and there are people who you think are your buddies because, you know, we can relate to a lot of stuff being black. You know, we have similar experiences, but there are some who you think y'all cool and they throw you under the bus. All you got is one time to do that to me, and that's it.
Definitely
Done.
that shit.
So, you know, me, I one thing I don't do is take my personal business to work.
I hear that.
You know,
Cash Money. What you say, Cash Money? Let's hear it from the other side.
Oh man, so I look at it like this. Some of my closest relationships as far as friendships have been through work. And that's facts. I mean, you look at we talk shit, right, about the Navy, but you throw a bunch of people in there from all over the place that have different ideas, and you're forced to get along to agree at least on one thing, that we don't want to fucking die when we're doing what we're doing, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like there's always this level of playfulness and raw, you know, even in the Navy, there was extremes to where it's like, you might have thought that person was your friend, they turned out not to be your friend or whatever. But I think the threshold gets crossed is when you actually share something, whether on purpose or by accident, like a moment or a situation or something that puts you over to the associate. Like, you're just my associate. We work together. I'm cool with you, right? I can see you in the hall. I ain't got no problems with you. You ain't got no problems with me, but you're an associate. Yeah, we can go out for happy hour, but we're not going to be sitting there talking the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just here. It is a work function or whatever. But I think it's at some point in time, there's this thing that happens between coworkers that puts you on that level and like, oh, I didn't know that about you, or oh, I didn't know that about you. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, we are kind of friends, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it goes both ways. I mean, but to Casey's point, right? Like, I've been in situations just like that, to where, hey, I thought we were friends. And then It turns out you know, whether it be a disagreement happens or management buckles down or whatever, you see whose side they take real quick, right?
Yeah.
And what tone that is in, whether it be political tone or whatever tone or racial tone, whatever it is, you see it, right?
Right.
You wasn't expecting it.
For me, the biggest thing for me is a principle tone.
Yeah.
Like, are you a man or a woman of your principles? And will they be wavered at the first sign of, you know what I mean, compromise?
Any type of ruffle.
Right. And that's when I automatically know just by watching you and observing you, and I see how you operate amongst coworkers, that I can tell that I don't even have to talk to you, that I don't fuck with you.
And I can come.
I'm a vibe person myself, so I get vibes off motherfuckers. Some people, it's like, you know what? Yeah, maybe. There's some motherfuckers, it's like, you know what? Let me find out. I'm the type of motherfucker where I got to get a certain vibe from you. And if I feel like it's a possibility I could be cool with you, then I'll say, all right, we can hang out outside. If I feel there's no possible way that I'm fucking with you, no levels at all,
You already know.
son, we can't hang nowhere. We not even going to the car together. Fuck out of here. Cause like, I'm just not doing it. Like, but everybody that has ever worked with me, one thing that they always say, you don't hold no fucking punches. I am who the fuck I am. I fuck with who I fuck with. If I don't fuck with you, no, I'm not about to say, hey man, how was your weekend? I don't give a fuck about your weekend. I'm not about to ask you shit. Bro. I'm not one of them motherfuckers. I was a supervisor. Motherfuckers I didn't fuck with, I'm not speaking to you unless it's about work. It's just that simple. We're not about to have no side conversations. No, I don't give a fuck about nothing you got going on. I don't want to know what you did. I don't want to know how you feel. I don't give a fuck if you drank today. I don't give a fuck if you ate today. I don't give a fuck about you. Like, that's just me. Like, yeah. I keep it real.
Keep it a buck.
I keep it a buck. So me trying to hang out with you outside of work, man, that's not even a fucking option.
Yeah, not one-on-one.
I might even get upset that you asked me that shit.
Yeah, it usually starts to, like, in my experience, to where it's like, I'm not going to hang out with you directly, but for some reason, when we were all hanging out as a work party thing, something kicked off to where you showed me that you weren't, you know what I mean? Like, you showed something to me that, like, yeah, you're loyal, or yeah, you stand up for something, to where I'd be like, okay, that vibe, you just passed the vibe check that I didn't even know you had, right?
I'm gonna say something. Hold on, real quick, Ski Bot, because I want to get to you next, right? And I think you're gonna vibe with what I'm about to say. Because I'm gonna say something real stereotypical when it comes to black folks. And I'm definitely a culprit of this shit, right? I'm the motherfucker, if you invite me to your crib, and I know it's a bunch of motherfuckers coming, I'm gonna call you. Yo, bro, what's up with you? Oh, yeah. What's going on over there? Oh, shit popping. Who all over there? If you name one motherfucking name I don't fuck with, nah, cause I'm not coming back. I holler at you. I'm gonna fall back. That's just all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm gonna give you the vibe this, right? For what we spent, right? I done been in several different ones, whereas I worked at a gig and motherfuckers was cool. We hanged out, we went on trips, our family and all that. But like you say, you get burnt. They burnt me out. They didn't wind up, they flipped the script. You know what I mean? You know, whatever, blah, blah, they flipped the script. I'm like, damn, I thought we were supposed to be family. And flip the script is I wound up getting axed. That's how hard the fucking script got flipped. It was like, you know, real shit hit the fan. They like, oh no, fuck that. I ain't going down, man. Get this nigga out of here. So I got burnt, you know what I mean? And then, you know, later on in life, like you said, that vibe. And I wound up running into some real motherfuckers. Whereas in like, all right, we wasn't going to flip. And the situation happened whereas in I wasn't the boss, but I would have more seniority. And the new guy came in, I guess, new supervisor, tried to act tough. Homie was right, my homie right there with him. Like, yo, I'm gonna get done. You know what I mean? What you need me to get done. Boy, take the title and said, now he all up on him. Yo, hurry up and get the work done. This and that. My man said, yo, man, you don't back the fuck up. Oh, man, I beat you the fuck up. But they having words as men. My homie, you know, he went the wrong way and shit. He said, you know, he said a little too much. You know what I mean? And spin it back around, they banged him for it, right? He got fired for it. So let's take it a little bit farther. I was in a position of management and the situation happened to me. Now I'm talking to the same folks. Yo, what's up, man? This nigga should be out, bing, ding, ding, fired, this and that. They reprimand me because I don't come in the next day. I said, what the fuck? So, like you say, with that being said, nah, I don't, there's no, nah, it's straight business when I'm at work, man. You're talking about like, I'm good.
Yeah,
Nah.
every job I come to, I tell everybody, and everybody about me knows this if you work with me. I've never once walked into any job looking for friends. If I happen to walk out with one, cool, good shit. But I damn sure ain't looking for them when I walk in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't fuck with you, no, I don't fuck with you. And then sad part is, I'm the type of motherfucker, I give you the shirt off my back. But if I don't fuck with you, nigga, you can kiss my ass. You just gonna be a cold son of a bitch tonight. Fuck you. Like real shit. Like, you know what I mean? I see a lot of, like me personally, I see a lot of people at different jobs and they feel like they have to be fake. They feel like they have to treat people as friends. I had a conversation, not that I had a conversation. I was listening to a conversation with two folks one time. And she was explaining, when the chick was explaining to the guy how they Facebook friends and she's been to functions that he's been at, blah, 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 but he won't never invite her to nothing. So he told her straight the fuck up with no chaser. He said, we co-workers, we're not friends. It's because we cool at work, don't necessarily make us friends. We cool at work. And she was like, yeah, I get that. But, you know, I look at you as a friend. He said, I don't look at nobody I work with as a friend. So I don't invite nobody I work with to anything. I will never invite anybody I work with to anything. That's just how he looked at it. Some people, I got a guy I work with now. This motherfucker told me straight up, he won't even invite his neighbors to a barbecue. That's how deep he is with his shit.
Damn.
If you know him outside of family, then he won't invite you to nothing. But here's the weird part about this shit though. He'll meet a random motherfucker in a bar and become cool with him. But he won't become cool with his neighbor. I'm like, dog, that's the weirdest shit I ever heard in my fucking life.
Don't shit where you eat. Weird. Don't shit where you eat.
Exactly.
No, I get
okay to go. You never have to go back to that bar again. You always got to go home, and you always got to go to work.
Yeah, but you gonna get a random drunk dude at the bar. Y'all had a conversation. You gonna chop it up with him to try to get cool with him, swap numbers and all that. But the motherfucker that live right next door to you, you won't fuck with. That shit is just weird to me. You know what I'm saying?
What if the next door neighbor is just weird like that?
No, how do you know the nigga in the bar ain't weird? Y'all just drunk it right now, and you know what I'm saying? Like I said, for me, everything is about vibes. You know what I'm saying? I gotta feel a vibe off you. Everybody on this panel right now, except Ski Bop, I worked with. And if I didn't fuck with these motherfuckers, they damn sure wouldn't be on this panel right the mother.
Hey, Ski Bop, we did work together, dog. Get out of here, man.
Oh, yeah. That's right. My bad, Ski Bop.
Out there, Ski.
Yeah,
Ski. Yeah.
I forgot about that. And I did. You know what's crazy? I actually wanted to punch one of your supervisors in his face, too. That's crazy.
What about having like the relationships like work wives and shit like that and work husbands?
So I was going to say that, right?
That's a real thing, by the way.
That is a real thing.
I had one.
Now here's the thing with, did you say you had one?
Yeah.
See, I've always found that term to be the weirdest shit ever, right? And the reason I say that is if wife or wifey is in your terminology that I speak to you, that means this dick is going in you too.
There you go.
It's just that simple.
There you go.
You
go. That's a work relationship. I'm talking about work wife.
Yeah, exactly.
You just said wife. That means dick.
No, that
got you. It's just that simple.
In the context of work wife.
I know what you're talking about. That person that's like your wife away from home, like your wife.
They help you organize. You help them organize or whatever.
I treat my wife like this and everybody else like that. Everybody else is on the same wavelength. Nobody will ever get the same treatment as I would treat my wife, not even slightly. So when I hear the term work wife or work husband, to me it's like, what is it? So let me ask y'all this: since
what it is.
Cash Money has had a work wife. Did y'all get a work divorce too?
No.
They still married.
No, don't even get into it yet. Don't even get into it yet. That shit is still weird regardless. So let me ask you this, right? And this is one thing I've always wanted to know. What exactly is the criteria to become a work wife or husband?
It's something that happens between two people that want a common goal, like whether it be getting work done quicker, faster.
We all come to work and want to check. That don't make us, work spouses.
No, you get your check. You get your check. I get my check. There's no finance involved in it.
No.
Hey, Cash.
You said a common goal. Our common goal is we both want to check.
Cash, this is a
no-win what I mean by that, we both want to check, but we both want to work easier, not harder, right? Like, hey, yo, I'm banging
harder, not smarter, or right. Smarter, not harder.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll give you a prime example, right? Like, in this can relates to you guys because you work in sterile processing, right?
Yep.
So, before sterile processing comes in, somebody has to process those crash carts, right?
Okay.
Bring them down, fill them up. After you're done with you fill them back up and they're packed up, you put them back on those carts and they get sent back up, right? Well, that's what we did, right? So in order to do that, it takes 2, 3, 4 people to do that, right? At night shift, because remember I told you I worked at the night shift. So when we get in there and you got your crew on there and you just so happen to have a work wife in there, or for me, a chick that I vibe with on a work level, to where it's like, hey, I know, like, we're banging these things out, and you just start taking into consideration things that make their shit a little bit easier. That way it makes your shit a little bit easier. And you guys just agree upon it. Like, yo, I'm going to print these labels out. Why don't you go over here and do this? And I already did it. It's taken care of. All right, I already got your labels here. There. You know what I mean? It's just picking up slack. It's not really about like anything else.
When I work, I do that regardless. I do that for everybody. I don't even have to fuck with you to try to make your job easier. That's why I like when you say that. For me, it's hard to relate to that because that's just me on a normal basis.
No, there is a small, thin layer of flirting in there.
Ah, okay.
How thin? I can't see it.
It's pretty thin. It depends, right? But there is that level in it. You're not doing it just for the work element. You're doing it for entertainment purposes too.
So, Courtney, how many work husbands have you had?
None.
Why not?
Because I don't believe in that.
You got to say work boyfriend. They wasn't at the to be married, so this probably was a boyfriend.
I'm not with it. I was always told by my dad, my dad was military, that you never shit where you eat.
Yep.
And I don't. If we work together, it'll never be on that.
Technically,
level.
The bathroom is the only place where you shouldn't shit and eat at.
Well, I mean, yes, that's a known fact, but I'm just saying, with the saying, I don't do it. So I've never had any work husbands, work boyfriends, never had a relationship with somebody at work, none of that. I don't want nobody knowing my business.
So Cash, let me ask you this, right? Let's say I'm the only dude in my department, right? And I work with 7 other chicks. So technically I'm a polygamist if I'm making all of their job easier.
You want to call yourself that? I mean, I think you're taking what I'm saying to like absolutely. What I mean is that I'm just saying that there's a small level of work friendship that you develop with this wife or dude or whatever. And I know I'm not the only one that's seen these things.
So let me ask you this then.
I never had, just for the record, I never had a relationship with that person.
No. I
never hung out with him after work.
That's one of the main reasons that I find it so weird, because people who have work husbands or work wives never see them outside of work. Now, here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part about that is a lot of the people I know who have said to me that is my work wife or that is my work husband have a real wife or a real husband at home.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, how can you look at somebody on the same level not saying the same exact level, but on a kind of same playing field to give them that same type of title. Like that's the part that I've never been understood.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you may.
Cash, are you married?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Well, no, I am not married. I am not married. I'm not married, but I've been with my girlfriend going on, it'll be 6 years.
Okay, and
married.
Was your work wife, well, in the state of Texas, you'd be common law, but anyway.
Technically.
Were you with your girlfriend when you had your work wife?
No.
Okay, because I was gonna say, did she know, and how did she react if she did?
I mean, personally, I would say that I don't think she would overly react by it, and I wouldn't overly react if she said that same thing.
So if she came home one day and was like, she said, Clint, my work husband just.
Oh, you want to use government? Okay. We're using government names, all right.
I'm talking as your actual wife. So does she call you Cash?
Yeah.
Okay. So
no, actually, Clint. She calls me Clinton J.
Which one? See, you just like you never know where the fuck you from. You don't know what people call you either.
It depends on the It depends on the moment, right?
We ain't getting into that part, son. we that's the threshold we're not about to cover.
All right.
So she come home and she say, Cash, my work husband bought me the most delicious dinner to work today. He said
no.
Let me finish. He said last night when he was cooking, he thought about what I did, how much I helped him today, and he felt like I needed a delicious dinner tonight. So he brought me this food right here, and he did pretty much all the work tonight and told me I could just kick my feet up. And I told him I was tired, so he massaged my shoulders for me a little bit. But it wasn't nothing too bad. It was just a small massage and a little bit of dinner.
You gotta push it until it falls over the edge, right? He's like,
I'm just asking. I'm asking a question because these are things you would do for your.
I mean, you're asking a lot of questions right now. There's like 4 of them in there.
No, it's
more or less. It's more or less a term of endearment, man. It's nothing like it's what nothing, you might think it is. It's you know me.
If she came home saying that she got her shoulder rubs, I'm gonna be like, okay, that's beyond the thing. I ain't never cooked no food. This is my experience. Now, I think what you're talking about jumps into work relationships.
No,
I don't think so.
What if see you didn't let me finish? You didn't let me finish everything I was going to say. You instantly took it there. I wasn't even gonna go there. You never let me finish. So let me finish the scenario.
Go ahead.
He gave her the small massage. He thought about something that he knows that she likes to eat because they've had numerous conversations about a specific thing that she loves eating.
Which I wouldn't agree with.
He makes it really good. So he made it and brought it to her.
Which I wouldn't agree with.
And his actual wife said hi to her.
Nah, I still wouldn't agree with it. If you're thinking about that person outside of work, that's different.
Why not? I think about my coworkers outside of work. I have thousands of conversations with my wife about everybody at work.
Nah, man, it just don't work that way. That's what I'm telling you. Like,
that's why
you start touching on it. It's more of an endearment thing.
That's why I don't think those type of my work wife, my work husband, I don't think those relationships are appropriate because if you do have somebody, let's say you got a husband or wife at home, it's a temptation. Or even if you say, oh, I'm not attracted to this person, what if this person is doing everything that your spouse isn't doing for you? I just think it's a bad idea. It's not good. I wouldn't do it, especially if I was married. Like, no.
Ski-Bop. Same scenario. How would you feel about that?
I think we will have a problem.
Why?
I'm not with it. What do you mean? No, that means homie is trying to take it up another level.
You go.
But he literally said, my wife said hi. So therefore, he's having conversations with his wife about you. So it can't be that serious.
You say he was massaging her and shit, right?
That ain't.
He told his wife, and his wife know that he massaged her and everything.
ain't massaging people at work like that.
Why not?
That's what I'm saying.
I see people do it all the time, and I look at it and I'm like, no, it's been times where I'll be having a conversation with somebody at work, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Certain conversations, I'll walk the fuck away from. I'm just keeping it a bean with you. I'm sitting there one day. Me and a coworker, we was talking about like losing weight and shit like that, right? So another coworker, she walked up and she like, yeah, you know, I lost weight and blah 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 blah, but for some reason, it seemed like my ass started doing this and my titties started doing this and blah blah. And I was like, oh, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and walk away because it seemed like y'all two want to conversate. And she was like, nah, you ain't got it. I said, nah, I'm good because. Yeah, I'm not about to get caught up in that type of situation.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to know what your ass and titties is doing. I'm good. Like, I'm gonna walk away. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that simple. So that's why I look at certain shit like that, and in my mind, I'm like, all right, I don't trust it. I don't understand it. I don't dig it. I don't feel it. And I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. My wife tell me she got a work husband. I hope that nigga paying the alimony.
Facts.
Just that motherfucker. Simple.
That's how I feel.
And she gonna watch this shit. So
cheap.
if you got a work husband, that nigga better be paying me alimony. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about? Hey Keith, turn your camera on, Keith, because we can't see you. Ain't no point of you being here. We can't look at you.
Shut up. All right, I'm
Hit the button. Hit the damn button.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
We got Keith in the motherfucking building. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Let me put my TV on mute real fast. Hold on.
Yeah.
Get right. Go on, get right.
Hey, you started touching on it though. So you were saying like the endearment part. Like I personally, in my experience, I never once, you know, like I said, I never cooked anything. There was no physical touching. There was no talking about body parts. It was purely just a work chemistry that was better than everybody else's, right? Like out of all my people, and it just so happened to be a woman. So that's the funny joke of you say endearment, or it's not even putting them or giving them a title. It's just conversation between y'all two to say, hey, look, fuck everybody else. We gonna get this done and do this, and we out.
No, I mean, like I said, I feel you. I hear people say it all the time, and I don't know. I've just always found that shit to be fucking weird.
I definitely think that if there's things going on in a relationship, you are definitely open for the, you know, the snakes.
No, and that's real. I done seen it happen. Like, dang.
Real quick. Hey,
no, I mean, I've seen it.
Hold on, real quick, Keith. Let's go ahead. First of all, I want to welcome Marquita in the motherfucking building. What's up with you?
Hi, how are you?
Welcome.
Everyone.
Yeah.
What's up?
To catch you up on speed real quick, Cash was telling us about all the work wives he had, and he was saying that he's basically like the what was the boy name? The Hugh Hefner of work wives. That's what he do. You know what I'm saying? So my question to you is, how do you feel about the whole work wife / work husband situation? Do you agree with it? Do you feel like that's a cool thing to do? Have you had work husbands? And if you did y'all get divorced? Or y'all still together? Like, how does that work?
Like, what do they consist of? A work husband or a work wife?
That's what we trying to figure out. Like, what exactly is a work wife or a work husband?
Like, I had people at work, like a guy at work, he's an older guy, like me and him, right? We might go to lunch together sometime. We help each other with our work, but it's nothing more than that. Like, I would never cross those lines at work.
Do you consider him your work husband?
No, he's my coworker.
So you won't give him the label as a work husband?
No, but people always like, oh, that's my work husband. I was like, no, we're coworkers. I don't like that personally.
Okay, so Cash basically just explained the same thing you did, but he said that's basically the equivalent to a work wife / work husband. Like,
put that slither in there.
Was flirting.
Yeah, that slither flirting right there. That's what he said.
My bad. Forgot it's the small slither of flirting in there too.
Small line of flirting.
Well, I think in her situation, the difference is she's doing.
Yeah, like me and his wife, like we're Facebook friends, we're cordial, like they have things. I'm invited. Like it's nothing like, you know, secretive going on. Like we're just like coworkers, and we have an okay relationship.
Do he give you massages?
No, you don't touch me. I don't play that. Like,
I just want to make sure.
Edward said they do.
No.
Edward said they do.
No.
That's crossing the lines.
I didn't.
And when
I
it's
just
about my
want- I
money,
just
I don't
wanna
cross
make-
no lines.
All right, then she look, she answered it for me because I know if listen, my wife wouldn't did tell me a motherfucker was massaging a motherfucker.
No,
What?
no.
You be up there at the
Me, my
job.
nigga? What?
Yeah.
Shit, nigga, you got me. I don't give a fuck what you cook. What, nigga?
Right.
Hey, Keith, let me ask you this, right? Would you be okay with your dude having a work wife?
No.
So let me ask you this, right? I'm gonna give you the same scenario that I just gave Cash Money, right? Your dude come home tonight, he say, babe, I went to work today and my work wife came in. She said we had a rough day yesterday.
She already said no, though. She
When she went home, she went and cooked dinner and she was thinking about me, about the day we had. So she know that it's a specific thing that I eat. And she cooks it very well. So she cooked it for me. And she brought it into work for me. And I was a little tired today. So she told me to go ahead and she'll pick up the slack for the day. And she massaged my shoulders a little bit today. And she told me that her husband said, what's up? So he come home, he tell you this story. How you feel about that?
That's crossing too many lines.
What lines did she cross though?
For one, like if somebody I feel like it's like a lack of respect in a relationship. Like, okay, like the guy that I'm cool with at work, like he has a wife. Like, it's not my job to bring him lunch. Like, we're not sleeping together. You're not my man. Like, so that's not, and I'm definitely not touching you.
But what if his wife knows that he's bringing the food, so it's nothing secretive. His wife watched him cook the dinner.
I don't know. Like
they ate, and then he packed up some.
He said, "Baby, you mind if I take some of this leftovers to my work wife?"
Exactly.
Until I said hi.
Kind of weird. Like
until I said hi.
Exactly.
Like that's like my boyfriend.
Stuff.
Like he has like a friend that he cool with, a female friend. Like she come over, like we all have like date night and stuff like that. But it's like if I'm cooking, like, oh, let me take her some food. Like I would let that kind of suspect.
Yeah, I would too.
So he can't make sure his work wife eat, is what you saying.
I can't make sure my work husband eats, so no.
That's kind of selfish though.
What's selfish about it?
Well, hey, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question real quick?
It's because you don't want to feed him, no man. He don't want to feed her. Like y'all might have different relationship goals at work.
So
what relationship goals is at work?
So on your lunch trips, have you ever paid for his lunch?
No.
Has he ever paid for yours?
He offered, and I'm like, oh no, I got it.
Okay. Just want to make
sure.
Because
I just feel like if I start letting him do stuff like that, even though I don't look at him like that, it's like
you already know.
A indirect disrespect to my man. So I don't do stuff
and you don't want to send any mixed signals, right? Like
right.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, definitely no.
So how is that a mixed signal? It's just lunch.
No, mixed
no, but like I don't ever want to like no lines to be blurred enough, so I just keep it like, okay, we go to lunch together, and I can talk to my boyfriend while we at lunch together. He know who he is. Like we've been over their house and vice versa.
Technically, y'all not at lunch together. Then that's different.
We are at lunch together. We walk to lunch together. We eat
just
together.
Because y'all leave at the same time don't mean y'all together.
No, but we walk and we get the same thing, and we sit down at the same table.
Here's another question.
And she got her phone on live while she talking to her man.
No, the other question is, do you ask them what time they're going to lunch?
No, we always go like at 2:00. Like that's just.
So you guys know? Do you meet like at the same spot? Like, all right, it's time.
No, well sometimes it be three of us, but me and him like we always trying to go at the same time.
I'm just asking because that's kind of how it works in my shit, where it's like, yo, hey, that thing's done, right?
Oh, y'all was married. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
No, it's not like
he already said he had a work wife. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Well,
but now like he go home and talk about me. So like his wife sent me like a friend request on Facebook, like Ed always talk about you. So I'm like, okay, like we have nothing to hide. So like me and her started talking, and we're friends.
We never worked together.
Huh?
We ain't never worked together.
Shut up.
So let me ask you this, right? Because you came in late. We started off the conversation by asking this question here, right? If you go out after work with a coworker, does that make y'all friends, or are y'all still just coworkers?
Friends.
Why?
Because like my coworkers, we do stuff, we talk at work. If I'm doing anything with you, like with my personal time after work, I consider you my friend.
See, that's that West Philly shit. Because if I ain't fucking with you outside of work, it's just not. If there's no thought about us being cool, what the fuck is we going out for?
Yeah, right.
What the fuck is we hanging out for? You know what I'm saying? Now KC, he hangs out with everybody. That's just what he do. He don't. Everybody's still a co-worker to him, but he goes to their house. He fucking helps them cook. He fucking help them.
But then they're not your co-workers, like your friends.
Yeah,
look at it.
And I take my work wife too.
Exactly. That's what he do. That's what he do.
Yeah,
you know. Hey, I'll be the first to tell you. You can't let everybody that's smiling in your face ain't your friend. No, you absolutely right about that shit.
But you know, I don't let everybody in my personal space. Like it's really seldom that
if
you gotta protect that.
I'm willing to tell you anything personal about myself, that means I look at you as a friend or potential to be a friend. It's a lot of people I work with, and honestly, they get upset because they know absolutely nothing about me. And I make sure that I'll tell people dumb shit just so they won't know shit about me. I'll tell you random dumbass non-real facts, so you assume you know some shit just to fuck with you. I put you on that trail all the way the fuck over there. You be sniffing the shit out of some shit that ain't even right.
I thought you live over here. Oh, dog, I don't live the fuck over there. Why you want to know where I live at, my nigga?
Motherfuckers thought I lived in Jersey. I ain't never been to Jersey. Got me fucked up. That's just it. So let me ask y'all this, right? So we done covered the work wife, work husband situation. And for the most part, we determined that if you go out with somebody, you kind of, if y'all not friends, you at least trying to get to that ballpark. Me personally, I think 90% of my closest friends came from work. That's just real shit. Because like KC said, you around them motherfuckers way more than you around your family.
Right.
You're gonna grow bonds with motherfuckers. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how.
Agree.
So especially at work, like you working, so you know to make the job more easier.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So we get a breeze of a day. You feel what I'm saying? So,
to me, I found that the motherfuckers you're cooler with outside of work, you actually work better with.
Facts. That's big fact.
I've always found it to be that way. The motherfuckers that I can't see myself being cool with, a lot of times, we clash all the fucking time.
Like, damn, why you always in the fucking way, nigga? Damn.
Motherfuckers I'm cool with, I know if you fuck them, I can say, yo, man, the fuck tip you on? Like, and they ain't gonna take it offensively. Versus people I don't fuck with, if I say, yo, what the fuck is you doing? Now they like, oh, let's go rumble. All right, let's go outside.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So outside of the hanging out and either being friends or becoming friends, outside of the work wife and the work husband, right? Here's another relationship that I hear I've always found to be just weird. That's just me. The fucking work mom or work dad. I am not looking at you as my work mom or work dad. I don't give a fuck.
I never heard that.
Say again.
Work mom, can I get $5?
No,
work mom.
I
need some tokens.
It's a lady at my job right now. When I first started, she says to me, mind you, she got to be 65 plus, somewhere around that time frame. She says to me, I don't know which one you're going to be yet. And I said, well, what do you mean by that? She said, I don't know if you're going to be a son or a brother. And I said, I'm probably not going to be neither one. And she looked at me and was like, well, what do you mean by that? I said, I don't do that work family bullshit. My family don't work with me. It's just that's just weird.
You hurt her feelings, bro. How you gonna hurt her feelings? She may not even have a real family at home.
Right.
She trying to keep her self-esteem up, bro.
Aww.
Hold up.
Oh, you made her sad.
Watch this. Man. Watch this. That's why I don't give a fuck face.
Look. Every time you come to work, she can be like, damn, he could have been a son.
Hold up.
Son I never had.
Still ain't changed.
Because she gonna put the adoption papers in your
you took her reason away from looking forward to going to work.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
You could have been my brother. You could have been my son.
Listen, if she stopped coming to work tomorrow, ask me how fast I'm gonna get sad.
She's like, I had a son named Edward.
At work.
It wasn't me. Hey, how the boy say it? It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
I never heard it. Yeah, I never heard of the mom. Dad.
I've heard
that's new.
Me
Oh, yeah.
either.
Yeah, I ain't never heard
I heard
that
that
shit
one.
either.
over the
And,
years.
and listen, the
I've heard
shit
that
they be asking for, like it really be like they be their fucking mom. Like you like
No, they really will treat them. They really will treat them as if they will treat their mom, and motherfuckers will treat them as if that's really their son or daughter. And I've always found that to be one of the weirdest of all.
yeah, that was weird.
Because at the end of the day, my mom and my dad was my only. I can't even call my fucking father-in-law dad. Like I can't.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
I can't get myself to do it. Like that's just me. Like my dad was my dad. So to come to work and I met you 2 months ago, like I'm 38 years old. What the fuck I look like you dad? Like that's not happening.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers is really with that shit. Like
Yeah, I never heard of that one.
Yeah, I ain't heard of that shit either, man.
I heard that shit.
Let
Look,
me
I
ask
had to hear it again. I said, "Yo, you serious?" But
I
I
mean,
kind of looked at it as the youngins was using the motherfucker, the ones that say like that. I'm like, yo, why? You only call a mom when you fucking need something. They be like, can I get some toe gas? Yo, let me get $10. I don't got no money, mom. I'm looking at that shit, but then I will see how it will progress. I said, oh, this is some real shit.
And as the work mom, they would be willing to actually do that shit.
Exactly.
That's
Easy.
Some people don't have that in their
Shit,
personal
mom, let me get $20. I want to go get me a motherfucking bag.
I agree with
real
that.
quick. Yeah.
Some
you're
people
right.
don't have that luxury
You're
of
right,
having
Courtney.
family, man.
Some people were trying or lost it.
or
That's
lost it. Yeah.
Yeah. Or pushed it away.
So what about
Right.
the motherfuckers who actually do got kids at home?
I know.
that's
I
kinda-
mean,
And still doing that? You weird as
Exactly.
fuck. You weird as fuck.
I think that's weird, but I don't know. I guess you guys, everybody, you know that older black lady, and it's like a mom figure. You might not call them mom, but then they might call you a baby or
No.
whatever. And
Hey, Miss
They
Betty,
might-
stop playing before I bomb the shit out you.
huh? What?
He
Stop
said,
playing with me like that.
stop
Miss
playing.
Betty, stop playing with me like that.
Stop playing with me. Put
I
that
know
face on.
right
Stop
out that
playing
picture.
with me.
Playing with
That
me
ain't
like
right.
that. Miss Betty, stop playing.
I had one of those, and she brought me a birthday cake one time.
A work mom?
Did she jump out?
Damn, Cash.
She didn't call,
You-
she didn't call herself
you
a
done
mom.
Cash-
Ask if she-
Damn, you had a work wife and a
Cash
work
done
mom?
had a whole
What
family.
the fuck?
Nah,
Damn.
bro. She was in her 70s.
How many cousins you had?
Exactly.
70s. She lived through the whole DC era shit, and we chilled all the time, talk shit. She was mean as fuck to everybody that, like, if you crossed her, she was mean as fuck, but she'd protect everybody she loved at work.
I know that's the
And,
fuck, right?
You know, I'd always stick up for her when it came to certain duties and things like that and get her out of it. And one time she just brought me a birthday cake. It was like, happy birthday. And I was like, I mean, how can you be mad at that?
Look,
I'm
I
not
didn't call her, I
I'm
didn't
not
call her
saying-
work mom. and
I'm
she
not
didn't call me
saying
son,
that.
but-
I mean, I don't mind looking at you as an OG. I don't mind looking
Yeah, there
at
was no titles.
knowledge and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm not about to look at you as a fucking parent. Like I'm just not doing that. Like that's just
No. It wasn't like that. It was just
I'll spin this. I had a couple of aunties at work.
and you was trying to fuck. Don't
that's still
fuck.
No,
family.
I don't try
What
to
is
smash my
auntie?
auntie. Why would I try to smash my auntie?
Kim,
Hey,
What
I
is
had a couple
that?
second cousins at work.
Ed,
No, I'm not trying to smash
Ed.
my auntie,
What's up,
bro.
Courtney?
No.
I'm not trying to take away from this part, but can we talk about people who will like be fucking around with like a woman that'll fuck around with a guy and call them her brother?
That shit is
Ooh.
weird too.
Yeah, very weird.
I
Damn.
never fucked my
Hold up,
brother.
say what she
I will
say?
not.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not-
very
not
weird.
talking.
Hey, Courtney, you know we don't lie on here. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh.
The brother
That's
mess
weird.
with the what?
No, man. You know how a chick be fucking a nigga and she be like, oh, that's just my brother. Bitch, that ain't your brother.
No, that's
Unless y'all came out the same yams or the same gat, that ain't your motherfucking brother. Fuck you talking about?
What do you mean by that, Courtney? You didn't finish all the way. So women are sleeping with dudes and calling them their brother?
So,
Yeah, like
It's
they'll,
a thing.
that's a big thing.
yeah, it's a thing. They'll fuck a
Courtney,
dude.
Courtney, we got to remember. We got to remember he's
Go.
white.
Wait for that.
You gotta keep remembering that.
Superhero landing.
Okay. Well,
Slow it down.
there are women who have sex with men, and after they have sex with them, they'll refer to these men as their brother.
Because typically they got a dude. So they don't want their dude to know
that they used
been
to
fucking this dude for years. So they say, nah, that's just
my brother.
That's
He's
my
like a brother.
Like yeah.
Weird.
Knowing that
crazy.
Knowing that he's slaying the shit out of her every chance he get.
Yo, let me get the blood, y'all. Let me get the blood out. Y'all niggas ain't.
He's the reason that she do so much overtime.
While we're talking about that part right there, I'll tell you a crazy fucking story, and this has to do with work relationships.
Oh shit.
So I'm working in said establishment, and I'm doing my thing. I'm delivering my products, and this shorty starts coming around, right, and starts making her presence felt. Like every time I go into this, the storage supply room, when I drop my stuff off, she's there, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, we're like, all right, hey, you want to go out? We go out, boom, go back to the house. Things get intimate, shit thing, whatever, we do our thing. And then like a couple days later, we were chilling, we were talking on the phone, and she had told me her brother had the same name as me.
Oh.
And I never talked to her after that. I was like, yo, no. I was like, no.
Okay. That happened to my brother. So my brother was talking to this girl. Our dad and her mom worked together with my dad when they were both in the army. Her name got the same first name and middle name as me, but our first names are spelled different. But my brother said that once he found that out, he had to stop talking to her. Yeah. And I said, why? He said, she got the same name as my sister. Like, no.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that though? I don't get it.
Her name was Courtney Alexis, and he was not.
I get that, but I'm saying, what's so wrong with y'all having the same name?
Right. Y'all not the same person.
I think you're directing that question to me, right?
Both of y'all, actually.
Yeah. I wouldn't want a man with the same name, because my brother's a junior. I wouldn't want somebody with the same name as my dad and my brother.
But why?
Why would it matter?
It's just weird.
It's weird, like you getting intimate and you call his name out.
What?
Because I don't know you. I'll tell you why it's weird.
The person you with.
I think it's weird because I don't know the intentions of why you are okay with my name being the same as your brother's.
Why would they give a fuck?
There that I don't know about?
But they can't help that.
Exactly. Why would they give a fuck?
No. I'm talking about like real mental, like
damn
issues that were happening, and you want to. I don't know.
Like you went to the mental.
I feel like you thinking about it way harder than she did.
Probably. I'm not denying that one bit.
I'm pretty sure.
I heard that. I was like, no.
I'm pretty sure before she got with you, she knew your name was the same as the other boy, as her brother, and it didn't make a difference.
It didn't make a difference to her, and that's what weirds me out.
Why?
Because that's like me. I wouldn't be able to do things with someone that's the same name as my offspring.
Why?
Because it's fucking weird, dude.
How?
What makes it weird? You keep saying it's weird. What makes it
Just the
weird?
referencing of it. Like,
why would you think about that? Why would that be a thought? Why would that be something that would cross your brain? Oh, they have the same name. That would never reference to me. That would never correlate to me.
All right, well, we think different. We ain't got to think the same way. I'm just saying the first thing that comes to my mind when I say a certain name might be a certain thing or person. So anytime I say your name or I look at you or I think that I hear that name out loud, I think of that person and not you. That might take me out of the moment.
So why you just give her a nickname and call it a day?
There you go.
You can ask me why and then change and slide the scale around, but nah, it's just weird. That's all I'm saying. It's just weird.
I don't get that one, but
so if you met a chick and she's bad as hell and she's on the thing, she gets done stopping you off and she tells you her name's Edward, you gonna feel okay about that?
That's different. If she says her name, that's a whole different ball game right there.
Why though?
The grown ass man.
Standard name
Just the
was,
name?
my name
No.
used to be Edward.
Edward.
Yeah.
First of all, if that chick, if ain't no chick named Edward, I'm fucking.
My name
that's some
used to
damn
be
shit.
Edward.
Hey,
That's funny.
just saying, it's just the name, right? That's what you're implying. It's just the name.
That wouldn't.
That you know it's
That wouldn't
catchy,
just
though,
be a
that's not
name.
the
That would
same.
be a whole different scenario. That would mean I gotta whoop that motherfucker ass. That's a different
No,
scenario.
I mean, you get.
First of all, I would have to whoop my own ass for not knowing that shit. It's a different scenario.
Still,
No.
it's still weird, no matter what.
I don't know. I can't see that. I don't honestly. That's to me is not as weird as the whole work wife shit. I think the work wife is more weirder than that, especially for somebody that
brother,
actually
even
has a wife.
to circle back around, even the brother part where the chick refers to the dude as a brother. You think that's not as weird as the work wife shit?
Man, you know how many chicks I popped that called me her brother?
Oh, so you're okay with that too?
Hey,
Damn.
Pete, how many chicks in Philly doing that shit?
A lot.
Exactly.
That's real shit.
That's
That
a
been
lot
going
of
on
people
for
do
like
it.
centuries.
Exactly.
No shit.
That ain't no new
Like,
shit
I
right there.
know I was talking to this guy and he invited me to his barbecue and I said, hey, can my brother come? And he was like, can your brother come? No. And I said, because my younger brother, everybody thinks he's older than me when they see him, but he's my younger brother. And I was like, no, not like that. My real brother, like we got the same mom.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
Bring your boy
I
to
never,
this
and you know, it's funny because I never heard of that shit.
Me neither. I never asked you to clarify that. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not?
My
That's a
brother,
big
like shorty, I know you
shit.
living on the block. Your two brothers in the house. When this motherfucker become your brother?
That's a
Get the
big
fuck
thing.
out of here, cuz. Like,
That
come
shit
on,
been
man.
going on for years.
Years.
For years.
Like what? Oh, that's your new. Oh, you got a new brother all of a sudden. I know your
Exactly.
motherfucking brother's right there.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here.
You met this motherfucker 3 months ago. He your brother. Huh? Okay.
Fuck out of here.
Whatever.
Ski by. Ain't
And
nobody.
you always,
I'm
why
good.
you
If
always?
it ain't come from
claim
my
your
mother,
brother?
my father, I don't claim you as my brother or sister. So
And that's
like,
the same thing. We don't
Right.
have
No,
any
that's my
relation.
real brother. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, that shit. I don't believe you never heard that shit for real, Cash.
That shit real.
No,
I never heard it, bro.
I mean, I know what you mean by it, like the way it's used. I could see that. It makes sense to me, but I've never heard it directly. Like I've never heard someone be like, "No, that's just my bro." Like, nah.
Come on, look. You on the phone, right? You on the phone, right? And then motherfuckers, hold on. This is my brother on the other line.
Let me ask you. Hold up.
Oh.
Nigga.
Let me ask you. This.
Nigga.
If your work husband say his sister coming to lunch with y'all today, how you gonna feel about that?
Say that again.
I asked Marquita
Oh, I didn't hear you.
if her work husband say he bringing his sister to lunch today, how you gonna feel?
because it's nothing sexual. It's nothing like we just cool. We go to lunch. Like I don't care. Like
So what if he want to buy both of y'all lunch today?
that's what I know. But I always just feel like I got my own money because I just don't. I don't know. I don't really trust me in that capacity. Like they doing something for my own something. I be like, no, I got it. Like so I don't know if nothing for my money.
It ain't that. Why? That's another question I want to ask, right? And that's another thing that I posted on the book the other day, and
I know I saw it. I was gonna comment, but I
it's
ain't
funny
like
how
it.
many females responded to that shit. That shit was funny. It's so many females out here that don't realize that every dude that's trying to talk to you, be close to you, or be friends with you, they ain't always trying to fuck you. They just being nice fucking people.
No, I mean I get it, but it just be like I don't know.
Why do most females always feel like
The reason why most of us feel that way is because most men do that. That's the only time they're nice.
That's not always true.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say all men, but in
is.
most cases, it'd be like, oh, I did this for you, and then you owe me this. So in order not to feel like that, I'd rather for you not to do shit.
Just do it myself. Like
So-
I don't want nobody
Well, I
throwing
feel
a
let
whole
me
nother
get
on
something.
my
Look,
head.
because
Like they did
I'm
something.
married too, and I'm a nice gentleman too. So I do, you know what I mean? So the thing is, I feel like I said, it's some bad fathers, but it's some good fathers. So the good fathers get swept under the rug because everybody going with the stats with the bad
Exactly.
fathers. I feel like if you look at the good fathers, those stats with the good fathers, period, not all those deadbeats out the way.
Exactly.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
been
agree.
funny shit, right? It's been times where I'll be walking down the street and a motherfucker will look me dead in my face. And I feel like if you look me in my face and I look you in yours, it's only right that we at least say hello.
Right.
There's times where a motherfucker will be literally dead in my grill, and I'll say, "Hello, how are you? I got a man." I didn't ask you if you had a man. I just said, "Hello, how are you?" I'm not trying to fuck. I'm trying to get to where I'm going. You trying to get to where you going.
Exactly.
I don't plan on stopping. I'm just saying hello. Why you had to tell me you had a man? Like, what the fuck was the point of that? Just say hello and keep it the fuck pushing.
That's it.
So, Courtney the Mighty, why the fuck do y'all do that bullshit? Why a nigga can't just say hello, how you doing without trying to?
I don't do that. I'll say hi. Like
I seen you.
When?
The other day.
Hey,
what are you talking about?
I got a penalty.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not like that. If you say hi to me, I'll say hi. But if I think you trying to talk to me, I'll keep it short. They'll be like, hey, how are you? I'm good. How are you? And try to cut it short. So, like, it ain't even that kind of party. I don't want that. But I'll talk. Like, I don't have an attitude with anybody. Like, I've had friends tell me that I'm too nice because I'm like, I'll talk to people like, oh, hey, how are you? And I'll have a conversation randomly. I mean, some people are just genuinely being nice.
Exactly. So, Keith, how you feel about that? You think every nigga that say hello is trying to slide?
No, I don't think every nigga. But it's like, all right, if I say hi, you say hello, I say hello. They're like, oh, what's your name? This and this and that. Like, if I don't know you, I don't know. Like,
see, you took it farther than what I was.
But no, but that's in a lot of cases that's what happened. Like, hold on, then it leads to something else.
If it's 12 degrees outside and I'm saying hello, I don't give a fuck about your name. I'm just being nice because.
But no, a lot of guys are like, hello, they're like, oh, can I get to know? What's your Instagram? What's your Facebook? They be like, damn, can I just say hi?
Let me ask you this.
You're right.
Damn.
I'm serious.
You got them wings tucked in.
Let me ask you this.
I think most women can tell by the look in a man's eye what their intent is when they say hello.
I was about to.
There you go.
So let me ask you this: Why is it a female will literally stare you in your face for like 67 yards, dead in your grill, and then as soon as y'all get close and you speak, she turn her head and turn her fucking nose up? What the fuck?
Oh, I don't know. I don't do that.
She want you to chase her.
Maybe she got bad eyesight. You look good from afar, and by the time you get up on that, she's like, "Oh,
she want you to chase her.
Say that again, Courtney. What you say?
I said not all of us do that. That's you. You're generalizing. Not all of us do.
No. I didn't say every. I said why do females? Meaning,
well, I don't do it.
I don't do that. That's not it.
Say neither one of y'all did a motherfucking.
But I'm saying that we can't explain it because
I don't know.
You got
at the work. I go to happy hour a lot by myself. I'm sitting there. I'm winding different drinks. A guy walked by. How you doing? Hi. What's your name? Okay, have a good day. Oh, can I sit with you for a drink? You got a man? Like, no. So sometimes you just cut the conversation short because you don't feel like the extra stuff.
There you go.
I mean, I'm gonna say this. Be honest. If I walk into a happy hour, I'm single, and I see a young lady sitting there single by herself. I'm thinking of I'm going to shoot myself.
Like, just because I'm by myself, I mean I'm single.
But if you
just because you single, just because you got a dude, don't mean he can't fuck. So what's the? You gotta remember that.
They call that a Steph Curry shot.
Hey, he might be your new brother. What the?
Go and pull me.
No, I don't see my brother.
Listen, I be just trying to figure shit out.
Pull that motherfucker up.
I be trying to figure shit out, man, because it's like I see a lot of shit all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it be so many females that they really don't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's been times where I've been at work and I see certain females where you can tell they don't, one, have a dude, two, have a brother in their life, or might not have had their dad in their life. So sometimes they need like a little extra conversation because you can see them going the wrong way. So it could be one of those situations like, damn, let me try to help her out, throw her a little bit of advice. She'll instantly think, oh, he's just trying to fuck. Oh, he's just trying to help you to fuck out because you fucking up in this camp. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean by the walking down the street thing, though. I've seen that before. I think
I'm telling you,
that's women that just are like vain. Like, are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? And then when you get up on me, I'm like, I don't.
Exactly. Like that shit is the dumbest shit ever. Like you literally just stared me in my face for a whole fucking block.
No, I never experienced this, so I don't know.
I was about to say, me
Hold
either.
on, time out.
I'll be so.
Time out.
I'll
Y'all
be
don't
so
look niggas in their face, and as soon as the nigga speak, you turn your head.
No.
You ain't never did it.
No.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Rob, what's the difference between that and the similar things the guys do when they go up and they spit their game, they like ski bop, they shoot the shot. The girl's like, nah, I ain't really trying to have it, and they're polite. And then the guy gets rude because he got shot down. He got Matumbo'd.
Get that shit out of here.
And then he gets all mad, he gets rude. What's the difference there?
No.
I had actually checked a couple of my homies for that shit because I always thought that shit was corny. Yeah, just because she said no, don't come at her neck. Like, let it the fuck go.
Right.
You got shot down. It is what it is. All of us have gotten, well, most of us have gotten shot down throughout our lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Cash probably felt it more than the rest of us, and that's cool. He's not bitter about it. He's okay. So I don't see why.
Did he throw me under the bus? He paused. His remote internet got all froze up.
Don't worry about it. You got
no, but I think that's like an equivalent. Like that's one of the things that men do. That
I agree.
That's just as ignorant as like that woman that stares you down. Like, look at me, I'm flaunting. And then when you get up on me, don't look at me. Don't even get in my space.
No, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah,
that's like 50-50 right there.
Yeah.
That's just weird. Like, what's the fucking point? You know what I mean?
Like, damn, who the fuck? I got this old recipe where it's your ear itch. Like, who the fuck is talking about me? You turn your motherfucker head. That motherfucker staring you down. Like,
that shit burns me up. Like, motherfucker, would you eyeball the shit out of you? And all you say is, and really, I'm only speaking because you've been staring at me. It's either I'm gonna speak or you gonna speak.
Right.
So I see you not gonna do it. I speak first. Then you fucking turn away. Like, what the fuck? I didn't even pay you. The only reason I'm even paying you attention because you've been fucking staring at me this whole goddamn time. So I speak and then you turn your head up. That's some
maybe it's that I want the yams look.
I know it is.
What? The way I look at him?
Yeah, exactly.
It's possible. It's not possible. It is what it is.
Loins start kicking up.
Say again.
I said,
yeah, I mean, listen, man. Here's the thing: if you staring at me, I feel like you want the dick.
Ooh.
But why?
Because you stared at me. Why you staring at me?
What the hell?
They don't like your hat.
Because
that is so way off.
All I wear is gray sweatpants.
It is way off. That's a swing and a miss on that one.
All I wear is gray sweatpants. So if you staring at me, you ain't.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm out here silhouetting it.
Nah, I'm bullshit.
I'm out here silhouetting it.
Piece of shit.
Out here wearing my size.
Exactly.
Wearing my size.
Come on,
mediums.
Hey, give me all grays. Give me all grays.
Nah, I'm bullshit. But I do feel like that shit is weird though. Like if you go stare at a person, it's only polite to at least speak. You know.
No, I do agree with that.
Right.
Like I just
see where they're at and why they're staring at you, right? Like,
say again.
I said just to see where they're at and why they're staring at you. Like, hello.
And see, it's not even to see where you at. It's just I've been taught when I was a kid. Yeah. If you cross eyes with a person, the least you should do is speak.
Yeah.
Literally, we in each other's eyes. That's the least we could do is say hello. And I do that to fucking dudes. Like, it's not a difference. Like,
look,
look,
check it out. Look, you staring that long. Look.
Yeah,
exactly. International.
Really
chicks ain't gonna do their fucking head like that a lot of times. So they just like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga?
Fine. I had a few females hit me with that joint.
Yeah, the hello is are we good?
Yeah.
And if you don't say it back, then I guess we not. Like,
look, you know you good. Look, you get one of the nod. Then they be like, yeah, I'm good. What's up with you, fam? You like, God damn, like I know you and shit, nigga.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
That's the international Cash. Just in case you didn't know, that's the international sign of hello. That right there.
Let me see one time.
You act like I didn't.
Oh, my bad. I just was making sure you was good. That don't mean that right there. Don't mean I got extra mayonnaise. It just means.
Let me see, Courtney. How you doing, Courtney?
I got a card in my pocket if I need to pull. I know I got one of them in here.
First of all, if you pull out a fucking card that has anything to do with that, KC owe you $100.
What's that? It's black. He owes me 100.
Exactly.
I ain't got a black card. I wish.
Nah, as KC would say, you fucking up the church's money.
Fucking it up, bro. Fucking up the church's money,
And I know
bro.
what the international head nod is. That's for sure. You don't get by like that without knowing that.
Roger that. So let me make sure I'm understanding everything that I heard tonight, right? I heard that it's okay to have a work wife / work husband as long as y'all don't crush the thresholds of actual touching each other. Y'all can flirt, but y'all can't bring each other food, but y'all can eat together. I don't really see what the difference is, but that's basically what I'm hearing. I got that right, y'all?
Yeah.
That's about right.
Just
They can't go to lunch dates. Oh, you forgot. They can't pay for lunch though. They can go eat.
They can't bring you lunch or pay for lunch, but y'all can definitely go to
Eat together.
And get the same shit too.
It's for my family. It's not for extra people. Like putting me to bring it work tomorrow.
I've cooked for my whole department and didn't even think about it.
Well,
so
I don't know, because like to me, like I hate cooking, so if I'm cooking, it's definitely for my family.
I like to cook, so I'll come home and get on the barbecue, get on the grill, and take a whole bunch of shit to work. That's just me. I've done that numerous times.
But you're not taking it to one specific person.
Well, I mean, technically, I'm taking to one specific person. It's just a bunch of one specific people.
What?
No.
I don't know.
No.
I'm just listen.
What's they called, boo?
Every person is an individual, right? Every person is an individual, right?
Yes, but you're not bringing it to one person and one person
bringing
alone.
it to a bunch of one persons.
You're doing that. No,
What?
you're doing it again. No.
All right, whatever. So to keep it rolling, right? So if you hang out with somebody outside of work, technically, they are your friend. Technically.
No.
You can't consider them a coworker if y'all hanging out in non-working events.
Agree.
What if he did it once?
What that mean? That don't mean it won't happen again. I feel like
it didn't happen.
If you hang out with somebody once, then y'all was
fill him out.
I feel like if you only hang out with somebody once, y'all was on a date and y'all felt like it wasn't going to work. So that's why y'all never hung out again.
What if it
Or it could have worked.
Other people? It was like you and three other people.
You have a group of people you're trying to be friends with.
Yeah, but if it was only one time, then
it don't matter. You still wanted to find out if they can be friends with you.
Yeah.
So that's
trying
why
to see.
And you realized they was a piece of shit, so you didn't want to hang out with them.
Okay, so they're not your friends though, right?
Right.
So
okay, that's what I'm saying.
Basically, what you're saying is I should have stopped hanging with Cash the first time I went out with him.
I mean, I've never hung out with Cash, so that's not what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm a pretty good time.
First of all, don't ever say that again. Don't you ever call yourself a good time ever again. We're not gonna do that.
What?
All right.
That wasn't true, then hey.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. So next up, it is not okay to call somebody your work parent.
No,
it's weird.
I don't have parents. My parents is deceased. So that's like a personal thing to me that I would never call anybody else mom and dad. Like in no form.
Hold on, I actually know somebody. We all work together. She called her work mom, and now her work mom and her mom is actually cool with each other.
Like I just can never get nobody else that title like mom, dad. My dad wasn't even here for me. If I could never know call nobody else dad. Like that's just like
you hold that sacred.
Exactly.
You hold that sacred.
Yeah, like
exactly.
No.
Like you got one. He might have been a piece of shit.
Yeah, but that's
fun.
like
It is what it is. All right. Now, next up, it is fucking weird to stare somebody in their face for 45 kilometers and don't fucking say hello.
It is definitely weird.
Hey, what was the horizon, bro? What was the horizon?
What do you mean?
When you were on the app lookout and the watch, what was when they're at distance?
I can't remember. It all depends on the sunlight.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So if we're in the sunlight, then we got a lot farther we can see each other. If it's dark, and you sneak up on me, I might swing on you. It ain't gonna be a hello.
Yeah.
But if we're in the sunlight and we cross eyes and our eye sockets lock, those sunlights beam into each other. Say hello, you ignorant, rude motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do.
Facts.
And if you don't, Courtney the Mighty gonna fuck you up. Remember that shit. Right, Courtney?
I'm a cripple. I can only do but so much, but
You got a
Small
cane.
victories.
Hey,
Small
look like
victories.
she gave that Viper grip there. I seen it. Look like she gave that little
Hold on.
Viper grip.
Don't you got a cane, Courtney?
yes,
You crack the shit out of them. They be all right.
I crack. Look, I might not be able to move much, but I got a cane. I know how to move that.
Exactly.
I know that, right?
But those
Get
of
that
y'all
fucking
don't know, she does have a sword in her cane.
Oh, that's
That's the ongoing. That's what they say, but I don't have a sword in my cane.
That's what she say.
Hey, look, I got you, Court.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We all know that's not real.
Fellas, if you see a lady at the bar and she is by herself, she does not want your drink unless her name is Cash.
Unless her name is Cash.
Yeah, I don't get that. Okay, yeah, sure. She taking that cash.
What?
I don't know what he meant, so I just have to throw something back out there. He left field with that.
Roger that.
I'm accepting.
Fellas, if she say that he is her brother,
No.
check his motherfucking birth certificate. All that shit.
Oh shit.
Don't
No
let
If her
shit.
name is Edward, check her birth certificate.
First of all, if her name is Edward, punch her in the face. It's just that simple. Do not let her get in the head and then tell you her name is Edward. Because then you got a lot of problems ahead of you, buddy.
Check out me first.
A lot of problems ahead of you.
The problems. You gonna have the problem.
Big problems. Big problems. Keith, did I miss anything?
Nope.
You sure?
Yeah.
Courtney the Mighty, I missed anything?
Nope.
I feel like I missed something and y'all just telling me no.
Hold on, let me
No. Well, I mean, since I've been on
What
here,
were
we
we
covered everything.
supposed to talk about?
No. You got everything you wanted to touch on. You
Yeah.
already got everything.
Then
Yeah,
you got.
you got
Did
it.
you get the aunties though? Did you get the aunties?
Oh,
Yeah, like what is an auntie? What is that?
That's the old head at work that you want to fuck, but she don't want to let you fuck. So you gonna call her your aunt because you hope she
Oh, really?
wrong. Yeah.
Oh.
So all them young boys that's at work calling you Auntie Keith. Beware.
No, I must put a bunch of old heads, but no, this little boy be like, auntie. I'm like, yeah, first of all, I'm getting my fucking nephew, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Now you know what it's hitting for.
You know he's
Oh,
trying to
all
do
right.
now.
Yeah.
Trying to slide in them DMs.
Gonna slip up. In his mind, he said she gonna slip up. I'm gonna bomb this
See, I
shit.
gotta keep up. Y'all gonna learn
If
something
she
new.
gonna fall, and I'm gonna be here.
Auntie,
He's trying to teach you something. He's trying to let you learn something
you
new.
be waiting on the street.
I don't know,
Auntie.
you
Can I ask a
I'm all
question?
slow. Like,
Would
Can
you
I
say,
ask
Courtney?
you guys a question?
What's up?
So, you guys are all men.
I hope so.
Well, I mean, from what I'm told.
Roger that.
So, do y'all go through a phase that y'all like older women?
Everybody does.
When
Only
you're younger. When
That's
you're
not
younger.
always true.
when you're younger. That's what I mean.
That's
Like,
That's not always true. I
Yeah,
actually
you dead on
know
with
a
that.
few people that waited till they got older to get into older women. But a lot of people, especially young, and when you're in your teens, you don't want no young Joan. You want that old
Right.
P in the hood. You want to knock her head off because old head keep fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? When you turn 18, baby, you just don't know. Then when you
Old
turn
head got a
18,
career too. So
your
she got
18th
that-
birthday, you be
Look,
searching for
and that
ass.
fried chicken and that mac and cheese was hot and ready. You're
Exactly.
talking about clothes was fabulous sauce, right? You talking about wash the
No,
rice,
for
eyes.
men though, it's definitely easier to go through the phase of older women when you're younger, as opposed to when you are old yourself. Like,
Right.
I'm 40. I'm going to be 42 this year, and older woman to me is like, well, what does that mean? Like, what age does that put me in? If I was into
For
if
you,
I-
baby,
I
what you
hit my
looking for?
phase
You
right
are you
now
looking
of
for a
older
grand
women.
cougar? He looking for a grand cougar.
I'm looking for that
72?
AARP
We need a
discount.
72?
Looking for that Denny
Damn.
AARP discount.
Exactly.
ARP is
Trying to
50.
change some diapers out this bitch.
Some depends.
I ain't mad at you, Cash Money.
No,
I ain't
I'm
mad
saying
at you.
no.
So
I didn't go through that.
let's flip that question, right? Because most females are into older dudes when they young, right? At what point do y'all get out of I want an older dude and start
Bread.
I want a motherfucker that's kind of on the same level as me?
Good question. Good question.
Can I answer this because I've lived it.
Okay.
I've lived it.
She ready.
So he is, how old is he? He is 40. I was thinking, that was just a question I was asking myself out loud. He's 42 now, 42, almost 43. I'm almost 32.
Technically,
and we dealt with each other when I was 23, huh?
Technically, that's not an old head. 10 years is not really an old head status.
So what's the old head?
Old head is
when I was 23 and he was in his 30s, that's old.
Yeah, that's a big
you was still grown and you was young and tender.
That's still a big age.
When I was
like
23,
like,
he
was 30 what?
So
32?
totally different.
No, he was in his late 30s.
If it's 10 years, that's old
Then
head.
That is old.
If it's 10 years, that's old head. If it's a decade, that's old head.
Not in the 20s and 30s, you can't really look at it that way.
Right.
So 23 and 33, you can't look at that as an old head?
No,
not really.
How many? Hold on. Let me ask this question. Keith, at 23, how many 33-year-olds was you hanging with?
Probably like 2.
It's a difference, ain't it? Because a motherfucker that you would hang with, you can't consider them an old head.
But it's like at 33, why should you hang with somebody who's 23?
Why is the 23 hanging with somebody that's 32?
I mean,
you know,
when I was most of the motherfuckers I hung with was like 25, 26.
Yeah. Well,
facts. When I was 16,
when I was in my 20s, all my dudes was older than me because I felt like a person my age couldn't teach me shit.
Couldn't teach you a fucking thing.
Yeah. That was for me too. I was 16
so
hanging with the old head.
So basically hanging with my older cats, it was always older women around.
Yeah. So that's why you can't really look at somebody at a 10-year gap. It's not really an old head to you.
So me at the age of 40, what would be an old head if I'm 40? What would be an old head?
At 40?
Right. Yeah.
60.
Oh, yeah, I would never date
nobody. You got a 20 year.
Yeah, 60 the old head.
Why not?
Yeah. That's too deal.
Long as he keep his pills on deck, you'll still be.
That's older than my parents. Hell no.
That's the point.
Your old head threshold's 20 years.
Yeah.
Like that's too old.
No, that's the point. If you
come on, baby, let me take you out one time. Come on,
no, like
somebody
spin around the block one time.
20-year-old.
A person that can't teach you nothing can't be considered an old head.
No, that's what I'm saying. So a 20-year-old can only be fucking with an old head if that person's 40.
35 to 40, yeah. That
Makes
15 to 20-year gap, yeah. At 10
I don't want to old
years,
head.
y'all still kind
of
of
go with anytime the person that you're fucking with is old enough, like a decade older than you, to have certain amount of experience than you have. That's an old head because they know.
I think a decade is like sufficient.
So too.
Let me ask y'all this: how many people you know 10 years older than you that's not even on the same level as you?
A few.
I mean,
I don't know.
Saying. If a motherfucker that can't teach you nothing can't be considered an old head. To be an old head, that means you have knowledge to pass down to.
Well, when you're talking relationships, though, that's different.
Exact, dog. If I'm a fuck with a chick older than me that can't teach me nothing or take me nowhere mentally, physically, spiritually, all that type of shit, I can't look at you as an old head.
Right, but someone that's 10 years older, you can introduce you to the things that you can't get into at 23.
What the fuck can't I get into at 23?
But the reason,
I mean, like they have a career, they have certain things that you ain't got.
How many motherfuckers you met at 33 that don't even know what a career is?
I mean, you could say that about any category.
It depends.
Like you can just say, "Hey, how many people do you know that aren't racist?"
Only one.
But the reason I brought that up was because he taught me some stuff and I thought in my young mind, I thought I was doing better by going with somebody who was older than me. But then, you know, people around me who had a little bit that were maybe a few years older than me, they were like, you thought you were doing better by getting a man that was older than you? Like, that nigga know the game. Like, you got the one who knew how to play the game, like the best. So
that's
yeah.
a different conversation. Because you could have met a motherfucker your same age that know the game and know how to get over on motherfuckers. You met a motherfucker that know how to get over, not a person that's going to teach you something. That's a difference.
Right.
It's a big difference in that. Because y'all could be the same age, and boy could have been a G since he was 15. As you get older, your game get better, and he just know how to do what he do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You should have met me when I was 15. Boom.
I was so green at 15. I was green in my 20s.
No, you wasn't.
I was seasoned.
You
I
just
was seasoned
green.
at 16.
assumed you was green in your 16 when you was 16. You knew more than you thought you knew. You just didn't know it.
No, I'm telling you, I was green. I was sheltered. I was one of those sheltered kids.
So you was like Cash.
I mean, if Cash is sheltered, then I'm like Cash.
Got you.
You're the only girl, right?
I'm the only girl. Yeah.
So that makes it different too.
Yeah.
You the only girl
Definitely.
and you the youngest, so that makes it different.
No, I'm the oldest, and I'm the only girl.
Mm.
Yeah,
But yeah,
still,
I have
Well, you
3
still,
brothers.
you still was, like you said, you still was sheltered. You be, listen, that's my girl. What you talking about? I already, like you said.
Especially
But-
being the only one. Just be glad you weren't Keith's sister, because she would have fucked you up. All her sisters still scared of her.
No.
Don't lie. Don't fraud. We ain't mad. They're gonna
They
watch
are
this
not.
and they're gonna say, yeah, she's
Look at the smile, though, bro. Look
No.
at the smile.
used to fuck us up. We couldn't come outside and see her because she used to fuck us up.
They was crazy.
Huh?
They was crazy.
We grew up.
Look, she didn't deny it.
At all.
Not gonna deny it.
No, like they ain't shit
Like,
outside.
I mean,
They
I did
trouble. So I come them in the house and tutored them.
Hey, she used to tell him, I dare you to get off them steps. Fuck you getting off this jump rope, sit your ass down.
No.
So listen, I think we covered everything we needed to cover today. And I think I kind of learned some shit. Some of this shit's still fucking weird to me. I'm just keeping it being with y'all. That whole work wife shit, Cash, you got it. Keith, your work husband, y'all got it. I'm not eating lunch with you every fucking day. You like that? That's just
You're
me.
the one that said you cook for people.
I cook for the whole department. Hey,
Literally,
tell him I'll cook for the whole department. That's just me.
no, you said you cook for a bunch of individual people. So you
Yeah.
were the polygamous husband at work.
So you try to call
And
me.
I've been working from home for like almost a year, so I don't have a work husband anymore.
So this is what I'm gonna
He
say.
divorced them.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this, and I mean this.
The kids and she left. Ski
Hold on. I mean this with all the most respect that could possibly come out of what I'm about to say right now. Fuck you and fuck Cash. It's just that fucking simple. Fuck y'all.
I felt the respect in that.
I gotta get up at
Felt that
4:30
respect.
and drive a half hour to work every fucking day, and y'all motherfuckers get to wake up and not even brush your teeth and go to work.
Yo, it's like the best. Like it's I like it, but then I don't like it. So, but it has its pros and cons.
Hey, we could trade places whenever you ready.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I'd love to work in my pajamas every day. I
Yeah.
fucking hate putting scrubs
I
on.
don't take what I got for granted.
You motherfucker.
And they said we're gonna be working home from to September 2021, so I'm good.
They told me I ain't never going back.
Where you work at?
Don't tell her.
I'm gonna put it out there.
Hey, she known to take motherfuckers' jobs, Cash. You better not tell her.
No, I'll tell her offline. She really want to know, but I ain't saying it right here.
Yo,
Yeah, all right.
she known to take motherfuckers' jobs. You better watch out, cuz.
I don't
Hey,
think
you
nobody.
looking for
In Philly.
Hey, depending on what she does for a living, I might be able to get her a job.
She gonna fuck around, send her brother to come see you.
Yep. And Cash,
Oh,
you looking for
no.
another work
Be
wife?
shaky by the ankles.
Cash looking for a work wife.
Yeah, looking for a work wife.
Look, they're both single.
They done both got divorces and shit. Some bullshit. But listen, with that being said, I want to appreciate everybody for showing the fuck up tonight, talking their shit, teaching me some shit. You know what I'm saying? Courtney the Mighty. That's all I'm gonna say. Keith,
as always.
I appreciate you for showing up. You know what I'm
No
saying?
problem.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you, ladies.
Hey,
Thank you.
before we
Thank
get out of here, I don't know if y'all want motherfuckers to find y'all, follow y'all, whatever y'all want to do. So this is y'all time to, you know, if you want to shout out your little Instagram, your little Facebook, don't shout out your brother Instagram or Facebook. We ain't following that. And don't shout out your fucking work husband either. Fuck him too. You can shout out your own shit if you want to.
Old heads are okay. Old heads are okay.
Hey, Keith, you better put it out there because these young boys want another auntie.
I do not. I don't mess with the young boys. Like, I'm good.
Hey, listen, they try and get an auntie real quick.
Okay.
So, hey, Courtney the Mighty, you want to shout out anything before we get out of here?
Yes. Well, my Instagram is Courtney.themighty or .the.mighty. Courtney spelled Kurtnee. I have a YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys know. Talk with Courtney. Courtney Kurtnee about MS, just some tips and tricks, a little bit about me. I'm starting this shirt thing. Small victories. I guess we'll go over it another time on the podcast. But yeah, that's just a little bit.
Roger that.
Go follow that.
You got anything you want to say before we get out of here, Keith?
And when I follow my business page, I have a lip gloss and lipstick line, Kiss by K on Instagram.
Check it out.
Cash, it's a woman's
Okay.
line.
So you can buy your girlfriend or your work wife some cosmetics.
There you
lip gloss.
go,
I
Cash.
got work wives. I gotta get Secret Santas for and shit. You know what I mean?
And
Hey.
this regular Marquita hacked me on Facebook.
There you go. Make sure y'all follow all on the motherfucking Table Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and every other social media platform you could possibly think of. You know what I'm saying?
Tell your friends to come watch.
Hit that subscribe button too before you leave up out this bitch.
And
Yeah.
leave some, you know, leave some in the subscriptions down at the bottom too. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, and if y'all want, she told me to let y'all know Marquita is taking applications in the comment section. So if you need a new auntie,
No, I do not.
You gotta be younger than 25.
I do not.
Auntie!
younger than 25 and older than 16, taking everything in between.
Hey, yo, and y'all be safe.
people.
Wear a mask. Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
For
tell
sure.
them again for these nasty son bitches out there.
Y'all be safe. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Use sanitizer. Keep these numbers down, man.
And with that,
Listen, I did all that and still had COVID, so I don't know.
wow, damn, we should have had you on the COVID episode so you could have broke it down for us.
Yeah, like, oof.
We're gonna bring you back so you could give us that experience, man. So motherfuckers could know that this shit is
It's definitely real.
It's
Listen.
real.
Definitely.
Exactly. But we left it all on the motherfucking table, folks.
All on the
And
table.
we getting the fuck about this cat.
All right, y'all. Nice meeting you.
Bye, everyone.
Nice meeting you.